Hello, everyone. We're just going to give it a few minutes for everyone to join. Oh, I'm echoing here. There we go. All right, we're trying YouTube tonight. Hi, Teresa. Welcome. I'm just finishing getting everything together and make sure everyone else can hop on. How you doing? Yes, you as well. It's Friday finally, right? What a long week. You gonna be scrapping along tonight or just watching? Hi, Colleen. Hi, Kim. Welcome. We're just giving everybody a couple more minutes to join us. I know this is a new venue for folks, so I just want to make sure they can join us here. I'm so excited to have you all. It's just now 7 o'clock. All right. Oh, my sound went down? Can you still not hear me? I was playing with my equipment. I'm sorry. Can you hear me now? Hopefully. Oh, good. Okay. Sorry about that. I was playing with my tablet and phone and all of that fun stuff. I am not very tech savvy, so I apologize. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started. Hopefully others will find their way here soon. Okay. So I hope everyone had a good week. It's Friday already. Kind of hard to believe, but I'm also happy about that. Let's see. We are highlighting the technique tonight, fussy cutting. So, and I'm not sure how many people are familiar with that term. If you're on my Facebook group, Jessica Friends and Pretty Pages, I did do a quick little live video tutorial to explain fussy cutting, but I'll go over it again just so folks kind of know what I mean. It is one of my favorite ways to kind of obtain more embellishments or die cuts, really. So I use this paper pack. Actually, let me show you that first. It is from Close to My Heart. It's called Blooming Grace. It's really pretty. It's a beautiful fall collection. Sunflowers and kind of like this southwestern vibe too. It's really pretty. So I use this collection this week. I'm actually scrapping a photo of my mother. She took sunflowers, her in sunflowers, so I'm scrapping that. but I took the sunflower paper that came along with the collection, and I ended up cutting them out. And that's what fussy cutting is. It's just, it's detail cutting around any shape or design or element out of a paper. So sometimes we have like really beautiful pattern paper, florals mainly, but I've done speech bubbles, I've done signs, I've done different shapes, circles. I've cut them out because I thought they would be better as individual pieces rather than trying to use the whole design on a layout. Because this, to me personally, is a very busy pattern. It's beautiful, but you would only use it in small chunks, in my opinion, anyway. You wouldn't make this your whole background. So instead of, only utilizing it that way, by a 3-inch wide piece, think about when you look at these papers and you're just kind of like, how am I going to use this? Think about, oh, can I fussy cut this out? Can I cut these flowers out or this shape out and use it as a die cut instead? It just is a really great technique to use. So that's what we're highlighting today. Colleen, no, you don't have to have a picture if you don't want to. You can just, use a placeholder for your photos. So when you do choose a photo, you can add it later on. So you do not need one tonight. I always have one. Just that's kind of how I scrap, but you don't have to have one at all. So yeah, so that's fussy cutting in a nutshell. I am gonna save you the painful, time-consuming process fussy cutting is. Now it's very detailed. It is time-consuming. So I suggest if it's something you want to do, maybe put on your favorite show, sit in front of the TV, and do some fussy cutting one night to prepare for your layout. I already pre-cut my flowers to save time, and again, that's not the fun stuff to watch. So I did that already, and let me show you how they come out. So here you go. Here are my various fussy cut pieces. And another reason why I like to do this, so these are my sunflowers that I have. Another reason why I like to do this is because this collection, it's really pretty and I love it, but it didn't come with many flowers itself. And I only got like 3 or 4 die cut sunflowers, and me personally, I love florals. I love using a ton of florals on my layout. So I was like, well, I mean, I need more, basically. So the nice part of having that floral paper, I can go in and now I can make a bigger floral cluster because I have now made my own die cuts. So that's another benefit to fussy cutting. You kind of like double or triple. Oh, hi Mom, welcome. You kind of double, maybe even triple the die cuts that originally came with whatever collection you're working. So that's another cool thing about fussy cutting. All right, so the design tonight is going to be pretty simple. We are cutting strips of paper, so I again have already done this from the collection. We are cutting some strips of paper, and we are kind of putting them in an ombre effect, which is like dark to light, and then we're going to kind of do this center floral design down the middle. So again, I've already cut these. They're about, most of them are about 2.5 inches. This one's about 3 inches wide. The rest of them are about between 2 to 2.5 inches wide, full length of paper. So we're gonna first distress these because I want kind of like a little rustic feel to the layout. So I'm gonna go take my little makeshift distress tool here and just kind of rough up the edges a little bit so it doesn't look so clean and neat. Gives it a little bit more visual interest and character. So you can do the horizontal strips in any color pattern you want. Again, I know we're probably all working with different collections. I like the ombre effect. It's visually appealing to the eye. It just looks so nice. And it's a kind of a great way to get different tones of the same color or the same kind of, Yeah, I guess the same color, although I have some tans and yellows in this too, but it's just a great way to add color that still all coordinates, I guess, is kind of where I'm going. So there's piece number 1. So I guess I really didn't need to distress the bottom because I'm going to be covering up. So this little tool here I'm using is not actually meant to do distressing. It came with a silhouette. It's a little tool that cuts the vinyl across the machine once you're done cutting it, like if you're doing a roll of vinyl or paper, I guess. But I use it as a distressing tool because, as I said last time, I think I used this. I haven't actually bought a proper one. I really need to, but for now, it does the job. I might go back and like do a little more, but we'll see. I want to get these kind of laid out first. Hi, Joyce. Let's see here. So these papers are really, really pretty. I'm kind of in, I mean, it's been kind of fallish here in Maine. And it always puts me in like a fall mood. So I've been kind of feeling like scrapping kind of fall themed or fall colors. It's really like one of my favorite color patterns, or color palettes, I should say. I just love, you know, the olive greens and the sunflower yellows and the oranges and the reds, just really pretty. And this collection is like kind of a slightly different take on those colors, which I thought was very cool. I really liked it, so I was like, oh, let's give it a try. So these strips is all paper, Colleen. None of these are cardstock. These are all just regular pattern paper from the collection. I am attaching them to a piece of white cardstock that's the background for these strips. But you could use cardstock. There's no reason why you couldn't. If you had like different shades of, you know, a teal or a pink or a red, cardstock would work just as well for this technique. So give that a try too. Alright, so these are my shades of purpley maroon pinky color, I guess. I'm not really sure the technical name of this color. But I'm going to go back in and kind of play with these a little bit after. But I don't scrap with purple very often, so that was another thing. That's another reason why I chose these papers, because I really am trying to step outside my comfort zone a little bit and try techniques and colors and embellishments that I don't tend to gravitate towards. You know, try to expand my creativity a little bit. And it's been fun this month so far. It's been a lot of fun. And I've also been, you know, busting through my stash basket. If you guys haven't joined that challenge yet, we're only halfway through, well, a little bit more than halfway through the month. Over on Jessica Grace and Friends page, we're doing a September Stash Bash challenge where you get a bin full of product that you've had in your craft room or in your stash forever, and you make a point to use it. You put it in that bin, and that's the first place you shop. So I've been making good on that challenge so far, and I've had a lot of fun with it. I've, you know, re-fallen in love with some product I forgot about, and challenged myself to use some product that I just have been not touching because I didn't know how to use it. Like, I didn't have like the perfect layout, or, you know, the right photo or the right situation, and I've kind of tried to push beyond that and not be such a literal scrapper, and it's been really fun. Like, and Pinterest is a really great source of inspiration. I go there a lot to get ideas, so that helps too. There's so many talented people out there. I appreciate all their content. Alright, we're almost done distressing. And maybe some of you are just watching me tonight in fussy cutting. If so, that's awesome. How many of you have done the fussy cutting technique in the past? Is this something new to you, or is it a technique you've used before? How do you know, do you like it? I use it a lot. It's a technique I use a lot, but just curious how new it is for folks. New to you, Mom, yep. I'm pushing you outside your comfort zone a lot on these videos. Kim hates it. Oh, Kim. Yes, but the result is so nice. And it's not so bad if you sit in front of your favorite show, like I said. Kind of just take your mind off it. Alright, so this is kind of the ombre look we're going with, okay? And so now I'm going to get ready to adhere these pieces down. Teresa did it a long time ago. It's, I do it often when because I love floral die cuts ephemera. Like, it's my absolute favorite embellishment. I use it all the time. And so I do it a lot when I just find those really pretty papers. Well, I'll just do it from the bottom down. That I'm like, oh, I just love the flowers and I can use them on multiple layouts. So a lot of people have a love-hate relationship with the technique, but you know, that's what I'm all about here, is pushing you to try new things, pushing you outside your comfort zone. You may find, you know, even though you haven't done it in a while, or maybe you've never done it, that it's a technique you might use again in the future. So I hope don't hate me for it, but I hope you like your end result if you do end up completing this layout, which I hope you guys give it a try. I love seeing everybody's different compositions and designs once we do these lives. It's really neat to see everybody's take and rendition, you know, from the same idea and all the different results. It's just really cool. Different colors and just design styles overall. Turn this around. Rough this up a little bit. I want this to look kind of like rusticy, beat up kind of edges, so I'm just kind of curling them down with my fingers, giving it a little more texture and interest. Right, we're almost there. Oh, Teresa, scrapbook is new to me. I have done cards in the past and back to it. I want to scrapbook pictures to go to my family. Oh, that's a good idea. Well, the good thing is you have the card making background, so really it's just translating it to a larger format, right? Like, I made a couple of albums for my in-laws, my sister-in-laws and my mother-in-law a couple years ago. It was really, really fun, and they absolutely love them. I really enjoy giving away scrapbook pages and albums, so that's a really fun idea. It really is. I hope you get back into it. And I'd love to see some of your work. I envy card makers. I'm not as good as at making cards. I struggle with that. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the smaller size or that there's no photo. I don't really know why it's harder for me. Oh, ran out of tape. Move on to my Tombow. Oh, goodness. My tape's going to be finicky tonight. I hope not. I might have to just go to my double-sided tape here. Alright. If you guys hear banging, my son and husband are wrestling upstairs, so my office is just below the living area, so sorry about that if you hear it. Alright. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Teresa. Yeah, that would be such a beautiful a beautiful gift, and I'm sure they would so appreciate that with the pictures that are left. I know what that's like. We had a house fire back when I was 18 years old, and I lost a lot of photos as well. So that's always so sad. That's one of the reasons why I'm kind of thankful for the digital age now. But at least you can kind of archive stuff on, you know, in a cloud or virtually, just in case. But I think that would be a beautiful gift. All right, we got the ombre background done, which is great. All right, so next we are going to place our photo. This angle is a little funny this time around. I apologize. It's a little high. I'm just going to adjust my camera real quick, making sure you guys can see it okay. All right. So my thought on this layout here is we've got this horizontal background, right? And so I want to go opposite with the flowers. And so I want to do from top to bottom, kind of like this vertical floral design. So that's what we're going to do. So I just want to place my photo. And I think I'm going to do it a little bit higher than center. And we're going to mat it with some white cardstock just to have it stand out a little bit. Just to help it pop up out in front of those darker maroon purplish colors. And I just freehand this. You can use your trimmer if you want. Alright. A little up to the edge here. Okay. There we go. So I'm a big fan of also lifting up my photo, especially when I'm putting florals around it. I like to be able to lift it up and tuck things under. So we're going to pop that up with some foam. And I just use Kids Fun Foam. You find it in the craft section of many stores. I do have some with adhesive on the back, and then I have some that doesn't. This is just a regular craft foam that does not have adhesive on the back, but it will still work just fine. I use the double-sided tape I get from Dollar Tree, and that works beautifully. So we're going to use this to lift the photo up off the page, just slightly. We'll make it easier to kind of tuck the flowers down and in around it. And again, just another layer of dimension, visual interest, you know. It just, I think it looks good, personally. Now I'm just doing one photo. If you were going to do this same layout with multiple photos, what you could do is, this is a 4x4. What you could do instead was maybe do 3x4 size and do maybe 2 or 3 of them vertically, or you could go a little smaller, or do maybe a vertical 4x6 with, you know, a couple smaller photos on the side as well. If you're wanting to scrap more than one photo. All right, so we're going to get this. Some more tape on here. I think maybe one of my upcoming No Fail Fridays, I'll make it a point to do a multi-photo layout for everyone, because I know a lot of people do, you know, 3, sometimes 4 photos on a layout. So I have that as one of my future videos for those of you who like multi-photo composites. I myself, I do a lot of project life mixed in with my, or pocket scrapbooking mixed in with my regular albums. And so what I like to do is I'll, you know, highlight, you know, one or two or a couple of my favorite photos, and then the rest of them I'll do like a Project Life scrapbook page. And I feel like you kind of get the best of both worlds there. So that's how I do it anyway. But everyone's different, and I respect that. All right, now we're ready to add our sunflowers. So I have here some really big, beautiful sunflowers, and let's see. So I'm going to start with, I think, the bigger ones that came, the bigger die cut pieces that came with the kit, and then I will add in the fussy cut ones. So I'm going to get some of my, I think these are my adhesive foam to help. Goodness, that's all over the place. Because I'm going to lift some of these flowers up as well. I want to have dimension in with the flowers too. So I'm going to start up here. And it's really just building this kind of this cascade effect of flowers. Oh, you know what? I don't want that one. I want the smaller one. Ah. Kind of this, yeah, you'll kind of get the gist of it once I get going, but like this cascade effect of the flowers on top and bottom of the layout here. I need to add some more foam. These foam squares I'm using came from Dollar Tree as well. They have really good adhesive there. It's affordable and it works really well. Alright, so then I have that, and I want to, I think I want to add this guy right here. This one's going to be flat, and then I want to add a leaf too, so. I think I want that like this. I love the yellow and green on these purples. I just think it's so pretty. I love the color combination. I'm really having an issue with tape tonight. It is not my night for adhesive. Goodness. Might have to just go double-sided route. Alright. So we're going to stick that, well, I think I want a little more of that leaf out. So now we're just going to build our floral clusters. So I'm going to come in here with a couple of my own fussy cut flowers. And I think I'm going to have this one sit up and this one be flat. I guess I could just glue too. When in doubt, use wet glue. It's kind of one of my theories. I think this collection is just so pretty. The colors are great. So I think I'm going to tuck this one under right there, and I have some leaves that came with the collection too, so I'm going to add some leaves in here. Just kind of whatever feels right. I tend to I do some playing around before I get online with you guys, so I kind of have a sense of what I'm doing. So I've already kind of laid this out, but if I was, you know, when I'm doing my layouts for the first time, I don't tape anything down, I don't glue anything down, and I just kind of lay everything out and see how it looks, what I think, if it's going to work. I move things around. And then oftentimes I'll take like a picture so I can kind of remember what it looks like and recreate it. So that's kind of how I get most of my compositions, because I have a hard time committing right out the gate, as you guys have recognized in my other videos for sure. I'm sure anyway. So that's how I do it. Kind of play around, stick things, you know, kind of place things where I want to see them, and then once I like it, you know, I'll use my phone and just snap a photo, and there we have it. Okay. It's a good way to kind of like add bits and pieces and then compare, be like, oh, do I like this here? Let me, you know, take a picture and then take it away, or move it around and be like, oh, which looks better? And then you can look on your phone and kind of look back and forth and be like, you can kind of decide which one you actually like the most. All right. So pop this one up a little bit with some dimension. Beautiful. All right. So now I have this really long, pretty sunflower cluster here. And so I want to try and tuck that in. If I can, I might need to lift. There we go. I think I'm just going to wet glue that down. And then I'll add those after. So I'm just going to do some wet glue, it'll be easier. No mixed media on this one. This is straight up just good old paper and scissors, really. It's amazing what you can accomplish with paper and scissors, right? Does wonders. With the right papers, too. You know, a pretty paper makes it really easy. Really, really easy to have a beautiful design. Alright, so now we've got the bigger cluster down here. And again, I think I'm going to balance it out with my large sunflower down here. And I think I want this guy lifted up. Yep. Decision made. What do you guys think so far? Do you like it? Do you think this is a technique you'll use in the future? I hear Kim yelling at me, "No way, Jess, I'm never going to do this again." I miss your face, Kim, I really do. Alright, we're going to tuck this under here. I got another leaf as well that I need to add. I can't wait to see what you create, regardless if you're, cursing at me the entire time. That's wonderful, Colleen. I just know her so well. I miss getting together and scrapbooking with you guys. Alright. Well, if it's not a technique for everyone, I totally get it. And that's why a lot of companies make really pretty, beautiful die cuts too. So for those of you who do not like to put in the blood, sweat, and tears and cutting out your paper, just buy a couple of extra die cut packs and you get the same result. Pretty much the same result. Alright, we are building this cluster of sunflowers. Loving it. Okay. We got another flower there. I think I want to add another right here. Kind of build that out a little bit. Let's see. like I need another one here somewhere. I might have to cover up that leaf and add a new one. Right there. Sorry, just a little bit of finagling with the design here. I have some more. Let me check these out. Maybe just a smaller piece. Or smaller flower. There we go. The good thing is that if you didn't cut out the right flowers the first time, you always have a whole sheet of paper to go back and get the one you want. I wanted some leaves. There we go. Alright. We are getting there. You know, the layering is a little bit of a process, but again, the final result, in my opinion, is just so, it's so worth it. It's so worth the effort with these clusters. Alright, let's bump that one up and see what it looks like. I'm going to cover this leaf, but that's alright. See, I wouldn't be able to come together with a look like this if it wasn't for, you know, cutting out this paper, because I wouldn't have had enough sunflowers. Okay. So, let's see here. No, I have this kind of fixed down, and I think I need to straighten it out a little bit. So I am going to go in and lift it up and move it just slightly. If I can do that. I'm looking at this and I'm like, I need to move this. Come on, flower. Good thing this tape is forgiving. There we go. Just needed a little straighter. Alright. So I do also want to add a little cluster over here in the corner. There, that's a good fit. And I'll probably add another little leaf. Because my title's going to go right here. Some really cute wood veneers came along with this collection as well. And so I want to make sure that I add some of those. Make sure I have room to add those. I feel like I have enough. Okay. So those are added. We got a few more flowers I want to add down here, so I think I want these. Let's see. I think I like those like that. I've got some more leaves I need to add as well. Let's see though. Maybe I can tuck this under. There. And as you can see, this one wasn't a whole cut flower, but that's okay. You're not going to notice it if I tuck it under. So we're going to do that. Kind of fill it in a little bit more. All right. So I got some more leaves here I need to fit in, so we'll go in and add some of these leaves to make sure I got enough greenery kind of balancing out everywhere. And then we're going to come back in with the wood veneer. So let's see. I feel like we need a leaf there. I just think these colors, I can't, I'm just in such a fall mood. Like, these colors are just so perfect for that. So, so perfect. I want to add that little guy guy there too. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. A little spot from wood. Now we're just going in and filling and kind of balancing it out. See what looks good to us visually. Remember, this is your layout, so you do you, right? Whatever looks best to you. I'm going to actually bring in some of these wood veneers to make sure. So here's my title. These pretty little wood veneers came with this collection. And aren't they cute? I thought it would look nice right here. Obviously I'm going to glue them down, although they'll be straight. But again, the wood is kind of like another texture color, but it blends in nicely with this burlap. So I was going to put Smile right here, which fits the fits the photo beautifully. She's got a nice big smile on. I want to highlight that. So we're going to do wood. So I only have a few wood veneer pieces, but that's okay. Probably want to tuck this guy under here maybe. We'll balance it out throughout the layout. I think I'm going to add this one. Yeah. Isn't that cute? I love it. What do you guys think? Alright, so we're just going to tack the rest of it down, and we're nearing the end. Super quick, very easy layout tonight. Not a lot of flashiness, not a lot of, just simple, which simple is good. Layouts don't always have to be complex and overdone. I know I tend to overdo it sometimes because, I love my mixed media. But, I like simple sometimes as well. So if you guys are deciding to create this layout, I would love it if you're not a part of the Jessica Friends and Jessica Grace and Friends Pretty Pages Facebook group. Please join and please share your layout. We all love seeing them. I especially do. I love seeing everybody's different takes on the techniques that we teach, or I teach. And we also do fun little challenges over there. We share inspiration. It's just a really great community. I love the engagement. So please, 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 if you haven't joined, I encourage you to. It's we have a nice little group of ladies over there. At least all ladies to my knowledge right now, but we're slowly growing and building. So it's really fun, and I'd love it if you shared. Now I did change over here to YouTube. For the lives, it seems to be going a little smoother for me anyway, doing the video. I don't know if you guys notice any difference, those of you who have joined my lives before, but I think this is going to be my new venue, and so I encourage you, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, to please also consider doing that. I do not only scrapbook process videos, but organization videos. Oh, thank you, Teresa. I do tutorials and tips, and I don't know, I just like to share information. I've always been passionate about teaching others what I've learned and helping people, whoever is interested in hearing me talk and learn, basically. So I have a lot of content, so I would appreciate it if you went over and subscribed and help my channel out. Give this video a like after it gets posted is always a good thing too. Another wonderful community here on YouTube. I've really enjoyed, this process. I love doing it. Okay, final touches are going on here, and it's just come together. Doesn't this photo just work so well with these papers? She captured this snapshot so beautifully with that sunflower. It couldn't be more perfect. Just think it's great. I love it when you just have like that perfect photo that fits what you're trying to, fits your design, I guess, is kind of what I'm trying to say. Alright, we're going to get, and again, if you guys are interested in this paper here, this is from Close to My Heart, and it is available only, I think, through the rest of this month, if I remember correctly. I'll make sure to post the link below, so if you like this collection, you can gain access to it and purchase it. They've kind of been doing a new thing where they have new papers that come out like every couple of months. So I think this was an August release, and so it's coming up on being retired, as they call it, by the end of this month. So if you like this collection, go and grab it. It is really, really pretty. Really, really pretty. But they don't hang out for long, so if you like it, snag it. Till the end of October, thank you. Yes, and it's called Bloom with Grace is the name of the collection. And they have the standard paper kit, and they also have the these like collection kits where you can get like pre-made, not pre-made layouts, but they give you all the elements and the layout designs so you can make them yourself, which is really helpful too. And that's where a lot of these additional flowers came from. The collection itself comes with papers and that sticker sheet, but if you wanted like extra ephemera or the wood veneer, those are the wood veneer you can buy separately, but the florals, I believe, only come with that like scrapbook kit. So really, really pretty. So yeah, I am wrapping up here. I'm adding the title, and this is pretty much the layout. So I hope you all feel like the fussy cutting was worth it, and maybe it's a technique that you might use again in the future, just to get a little bit more mileage out of your papers, right? Like, there's just, the possibilities are endless, really. And I hope, you know, for those of you who haven't tried it before, oh, thanks, Teresa. I haven't done much in regards to organizing lately. I'm pretty content, I guess. I've done a little bit of rearranging. I'd added some new shelving, but all in all, I haven't done much. I've been kind of content with how my space is flowing. So I'm trying to come up with more ideas for others to help them organize. But I'm very passionate about organizing as well. It makes it easier to craft, in my opinion. It makes it easier to scrap. Like, if everything's everywhere, I just can't focus, and for me anyway. I have to have things neat and tidy. And after I like make a layout, I'm cleaning up my desk. I try to be a neat scrapper. I don't like things everywhere, because then I lose stuff too. There's nothing more annoying like when you're working on a layout and you like set down something like a pair of scissors or an embellishment, and then you can't find it because you have this like craft pile all over your desk and it's buried in there somewhere, or it fell on the floor. So I try to keep things neat and tidy and help others do the same thing. So I'm glad you like them. I'm glad you find them helpful. Alright, we got the E. And you guys know I love some wood veneer. I think I've shared a couple of photos and maybe a video on my page in the past about my wood veneer drawer. I love wood veneer, and they especially go well with fall layouts. There's just the colors, I think they just work so well. Alright, there is my smile, and then this little heart came as the eye, so I'm going to add that right there. And we are going to call this layout complete. I really don't think it needs anything else. I might, you know, add some golds, you know, shimmer mist. Actually, I might do that before we end. I think it just needs a little gold, a little shimmer, but much beyond that, this layout is done. So let's do that. I love me some gold splatter. Just adds that little extra, so completes the layout for me in my opinion. So this is the Jen Hatfield Gold Glitter Spray. I don't know that they make it anymore. I can't find it. So there are other brands out there. So if you like gold, definitely pick some up. It's a great addition to your mixed media collection. It just adds a little sparkle. Just a little bit. So I lied. There is a little bit of mixed media on here. Just a teeny tiny bit. I'm just going around the edge of the flowers. Oh, that's awesome, Teresa. Thank you so much. I'm glad you liked them. I'm glad you watched them. Alright. That is the little finishing touch. Yes, I love it. And we are done. Layout complete. So let me give you guys a close-up. Oh, I got a little gold on her cheek here. Alright. So we'll start up here so you guys can see. It's a nice combination of the die cut flowers and the fussy cut flowers. We did some little distressing on the back paper. And that is our final product. I love the colors. Oh my gosh. They're just gorgeous. So there we have it. And this is this week's No Fail Friday where we did fussy cutting. So next week we're going to play around with a cut file and some watercolor. So make sure you join us for that. And thank you guys so much for joining, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend. And I will see you soon. Bye.